Hey, DeFore Performance Shooting here, talking about grip stippling and grips on pistols. So going to give a quick demo here because I think the last video I did was lost on Facebook somewhere. So I got three variations here. This is a Glock 19 that I use for concealed carry, and you can see I've purposely left the panels on the side without stippling because that's what's riding up against my body. But I make sure that thumb placement, I always get that underneath the trigger guard, the front of the grip, and of course the back strap. And I purposely on the back strap kind of came in a little bit on the sides again, just because of some of the holsters I wear. That way it's not rubbing on my body. My personal 17, you can see right here, super aggressive and probably not ideal for everybody. A lot of people shoot this one, it hurts their hands, but I like it. I've kind of gotten used to it. The gun's not moving is the bottom line. One interesting note is the good thing about Glocks, because the frame is wider than the slide, is you can really use that support hand thumb. So if you look at the thumb stippling on the 19, compare it to the 17, obviously it's not in the same place in the frame, and that is because when you pick these up and put them side by side, you'll see they'll line up together. Obviously the 19 is just a little bit smaller, so good example there. So on mine, I've stippled everywhere, high in the back strap, all over the grip, and then make sure you clear the magazine release, and make sure you don't get any of the pins or any other, the slide release or anything like that. And then this one is one I did for a customer. He had Crimson Trace grips on there, and this is actually the first one I've ever done with Crimson Trace grips. And this one kind of was a little bit sketch because there's batteries in right here, so I had to be real careful. I did a lot of stippling right here for his thumb. The reason being, he's got kind of bigger hands than I do, so I had him just basically try the gun on, and I take a marker and mark where it needs to be stippled at. But you can see on this one that we've improved the grip of the checking that was on the Crimson Trace. So this is going to be nice. It's going to be a real good fit for him. Because the laser comes out right here, I stippled just right here where the high part of his thumb will go in the back strap, and man, it makes a huge difference. I sat there and dry fired it as I was doing it, so it turned out pretty cool. Alright, so one of the other things I do is most of the grip lines on pistols as well as rifles, it's actually opposite. The manufacturers do a decent job, but for example, this old AR-50 or M4 grip, A2 style grip, if you look at the back here, it's running vertical, and that doesn't make any sense for your hand back here, because the recoil's coming either this way or straight back. There's no vertical lines aren't going to help you. You need horizontal lines back there. Same on the grip panel. You need horizontal lines. I don't go too big on this side because I'm right-handed, so just a quick demo here. What I do is I take a file. I buy these different tips for the soldering iron, and I take a metal file and I make the shape that I want out of the tip. So for this one, what I've been rolling with lately is kind of like a football, I guess you could say, football shape. So it doesn't take much. So if you check it out right here, especially these A2 style grips, it's pretty quick. Now Glock, you'll notice when you do a Glock, it is the plastic's way harder. So you got to really leave it for a quick second on a Glock. Something along those lines, and it's hard to do holding a camera, but you guys get the idea. So I'll do this one up. I prefer these A2 style grips because I like this little guy right here. I actually put 2 fingers above that thing when I'm shooting. So the biggest thing on this that I try to get is the right side panel, because I'm right-handed, and back here because this is miserable. So other Car 15 grips that I found are pretty good to do are the Magpul, I think they're called MOE grips. Pretty decent too. So that's how I do it. Not a big deal. Pretty easy.